Continuing this month's theme of Heaven and Hell, we review 7 Minutes in Heaven, which does not contain the game 7 Minutes in Heaven, but is more of a reference to sexual experiences that a teenager has. It also has the opening credits of what looks like a TV series. We immediately find out this is not a TV series or a made-for-TV movie, as the first line of the movie is about dicks.
Did you know that they have straight ones and bent ones? And if you look at their hands, you can tell how big it is. I mean, can you imagine owning this thing with a will of its own? Don't you think about it all the time?
Actually, Polly, no.
They do weird things. You have a thought, it stands right up. Isn't it amazing? I mean, I can't imagine what it would be like to have one, can you?
After we leave Bonnie and Jennifer Connelly, we end up with Frank? Is his name Frank?
This kid's not leaving the table until he gives me an X. What's X?
Ultraviolet rays.
Keep it up, fella. You just lost dinner. What's X?
A dirty movie?
Okay, smart guy. No learner's permit. How do you like them apples?
360 minus 37.
Too late. You can forget about driving as far as I'm concerned.
It's not fair.
Life is tough, buddy.
How dare he help me with my homework and not accept me being an asshole the entire time? Jeff. I was close. Anyways, Jeff runs away from home and decides to live with Jennifer Connelly, whose dad is away on business. Does this happen? I know it's when you're a teenager, like, I practically lived at Mike's house. But he literally just runs away from home and lives with his best friend. And everybody is okay with this.
Parents and kids always fight. It's the way of the world.
He's not my parent.
Adults and kids often fight.
He's no adult either.
Bonnie is obsessed with boys and notices that boy in the foreground she's staring at has big hands.
Sorry about telling Casey. I didn't mean to spread it around. Really?
Jennifer Connelly must have been staring off into the distance and not listening to Bonnie talk about this guy constantly. We're only 12 minutes into the movie, and she's talked about him like 5 of those minutes, and she starts dating the dude because he asks her how her mom died, and she finds this charming.
Are your parents divorced?
No, my mom's dead.
Oh, sorry. What did she die of? Do you mind me asking?
No. I hardly ever get to talk about her. Everyone's just afraid to ask, I guess. She had leukemia.
I know my complaining doesn't seem like it, but I was with this movie up until this point. And she is straight out told by him, I date other women. And then she gets mad that he's dating other women.
Look, Natalie. I go out with a lot of girls. I'm not a monogamous type guy.
Do you sleep with her?
Look, I never tried to put anything over on you. I told you from the beginning, I'm not a monogamous type guy. Come on, Natalie. I really like you. I told you.
I know. And I know you told me that you see a lot of girls. But you weren't seeing her once we first started.
Yes, I was.
They weren't going out when you first started. You watched them feed each other food. Your friend told you straight out that you broke them up. Here's the scene. You watched them.
Sorry about telling Casey. I think he's playing around. Really?
There is a big break between the breakups. You skip to the end of the movie. But meanwhile, Bonnie, she's all pissed off that her friend stole the guy that she's in love with, and she starts stalking a professional baseball player.
I'm afraid I'm gonna have to disappoint you. My coach won't allow it, nor all those fancy hotels. Oh, here you go, miss.
I know him. Who is he? You don't follow baseball, do you? I mean, that's Zoo Newton. He does the underwear commercials. See ya.
How old are you? Could I get arrested?
I'm 18.
All right.
Yeah, if a guy asks, I'm not gonna get arrested for this, am I? He's not in it for your personality. She sends him a love letter, and he sends her back a thank you fan letter. And this part's actually kind of brilliant, because we do get voiceovers throughout the movie, and the robot, impersonal voiceover thing really works for this scene. Just watch.
Dear Molly, thanks for your letter. It's always nice to hear from my fans. Love from Sue.
Bonnie thinks that Jennifer Connelly and the cool kid had sex and starts looking up to her, but then is pissed off that Jennifer Connelly won't admit it.
That womanly smile.
How are you? Fine.
The last time I hugged her, she was a virgin.
So what's new? I'm finding out about Washington tomorrow.
And thinks that Jennifer Connelly is looking down at her for being a virgin.
There was a girl named Petunia who had a friend named Nathan.
I'm supposed to be Nathan?
Nathan is a very experienced boy. He's gone all the way. And Petunia is less experienced. She's been to second base, maybe third.
Even though Zoo, the baseball player, has totally brushed her off, she still thinks there's a chance and wants to have sex with Jeff so she can have experience when she hooks up with Zoo.
Zoo will love that I'm so experienced.
Things could have gone so bad for Bonnie. She wants sex so bad. She throws herself at every single guy in this movie and somehow comes out a virgin despite the fact that she'll bang anybody. So many guys turn her down in this movie because, well, she mostly hits on like 30-year-olds that would be thrown in prison. In pre-9/11 magic, she's able to just hop a plane and fly to New York City by herself, where she stalks Zoo and gets rescued by a photographer that, thank God, doesn't rape her.
You can behave if I take you out on the field.
Ooh, cute.
I can't have you screaming and yelling when I work.
So, Bill, what's it like? An orgasm.
You're too much, you know that?
With a girl, I mean. Is it different, you know, from when you do it to yourself?
Look.
Well, would you show me?
Cut it out.
In the end, everything turns out well. Jennifer Connelly goes to Washington, D.C. as part of Future Leaders of America and bitch slaps her senator, even if it is only in a fantasy scene, and meets a cute boy. Jeff gets a talking to by his mother about accepting his new stepdad, because remember, the only time we've seen the guy is him helping Jeff with his homework, and he's not a bad person. And Bonnie makes up with her two best friends and is now living a happier, healthier life.
But isn't it your job to see to it that bills get formulated without those kind of riders attached?
Young lady, it seems to me that you and I are about to come to loggerheads here.
Loggerheads. What the hell kind of word is loggerheads, huh?
All you ever think about is yourself. Ever since I first met Jerry, if I didn't pay attention to you every single second, you would sulk, or you wouldn't eat, or...
Or what, Mother? Excuse me for wanting to spend some time with you. I can't imagine how insulting that must have been.
How dare he play basketball with me? I wanted to play catch. Overall, if this is high school, I don't remember it that way. Maybe that's because I had no friends and sat on my ass playing video games all day. Or maybe because this stuff doesn't actually happen. Who knows? Jennifer Connelly is super naive, prone to fantasy scenes, and thinks the world is a much better place than it is. Bonnie is obsessed with sex and was damn lucky to get out of this movie a virgin. And Jeff, he's just a uptight little bastard. He doesn't want change. He wants a big happy nuclear family, but is unwilling to do any work to make that happen. Three unlikable characters that made a kind of watchable movie. I watched it, okay? I didn't like it, but I watched it. Thank you for watching, and as always, shall try to do better next time. Here's one of Jennifer Connelly's fantasy scenes.
So it is believed that contact with the women will make the men impotent. Senator Natalie Becker, isn't it true that the moment your father left home, you let a boy spend the night with you?
Well, I was very young then, and, well, we must consider the climate of the time.
I see.